So if you go over to Mexi and search for this coin, let me go over here. This is under spot trade. You search for Nigeria, sorry. You search for this coin, Nigeria. All right, you can see that the rate here is around 0.2494. Okay, so let's go over to the second exchange, which is a Bitmax. Let's go over to Bitmax. So here on Bitmax, if you select the same coin, let's check the rates of this coin on Bitmax, Nigeria. Okay, so the rate here is around 0.26001. And if you go over to Mexi, the rate there is 0.2494. That means that the rate of this particular coin and it is the same pair, Nigeria USDT. So that means the rate is lower on Mexi. Okay, in this case, you can easily buy on Mexi that sells around 0.2494 as at now. Then you can go over to Bitmax and sell it at around 0.26001 or higher. All right. So let me open another exchange. So if you go over to Gates, so this is gates.io. And if you search for this coin, let me go over here and search for MGT. All right, here we have it. So the rate of MGT on gates.io is currently 0.000884. All right. So let me go over to the second exchange we are comparing it with, which is Bitmax. You go over to Bitmax, and here we search for MGT. You can see that the rate on Bitmax is around 0.0000504, 0.000504, and the rate on Gates is around 0.00884. That means that the rate on Bitmax is lower than the rate of the same pair on gates.io. In this case, you can easily buy from the exchange that has the rates at a lower price. Then you sell on the exchange with the higher price. All right. In this case, we are going to buy from Bitmax and sell on Gates. So this is called crypto arbitrage, and this is how it works. You buy on the exchange that has the particular pair you want to trade at a lower rate. Then you find another exchange that has the same pair at a higher rate. Then you sell it there. But the problem is, how can you find these coins? This is Technology from Real Tons of Tech YouTube channel. I want to be upfront. This video is a bit long, sincerely speaking, almost an hour. But trust me, every minute is packed with valuable information. I'm not holding anything back because crypto arbitrage is serious and risky, and you need the right knowledge to succeed. Whether you are a complete beginner, experienced, or a pro trader, grab a seat, get your pen and paper ready, and make sure you are in a quiet space. The only difference between a beginner and a pro is knowledge. Seriously. And this is a free crypto arbitrage masterclass designed to level you up. I pulled real questions from my YouTube comments and broke everything down clearly, including things you probably haven't heard anywhere else. I also showed examples in the video with different coins and exchanges, revealing common pitfalls and how to avoid them. This isn't just another surface level video, it is a deep dive from my personal experience and research. So don't rush or skip any parts. Missing even a little can lead to misunderstandings. I took the time to prepare this for you, so your job is simple: watch closely and learn diligently. Hi friends, welcome back to today's video. Many of you have been asking me, more knowledge, we already know how to run these trades, but how exactly do we spot these arbitrage opportunities quickly? Some ask me on WhatsApp, others on Telegram, even here on YouTube comment section. And today I'm going to answer all your questions concerning that. All right, so I've discovered many strategies, many tools, many platforms, as well as many apps you can use to spot the right coins for crypto arbitrage involving different exchanges and triangular arbitrage involving only one exchange. And all these tools and platforms are apps are 100% free and legit. Okay, so we are going to be using legit platforms that are known and recognized. All right. So one of the platforms we're going to discuss about today is CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap is a simple free tool we are discussing today, and it is a free platform that shows real-time crypto prices across different exchanges. That means you can easily spot where to buy low and sell high without guessing and without stress by using CoinMarketCap. I'm going to show you different methods and different strategies you can use to spot the right coins for crypto arbitrage on CoinMarketCap step by step, starting from the first method. So let's go. To get CoinMarketCap, you can easily go over to your web and go over to your search bar. Then from there, you type www.coinmarketcap.com. It will bring you to this environment, okay? Or you can go over to your Play Store or your Apple Store, depending on the device you are using. So once you come over to your Play Store or your Apple Store, you type CoinMarketCap. So when you send it, it will bring up CoinMarketCap app, all right? You can go ahead and install it if you don't have it installed on your phone, all right? So that is how you can get CoinMarketCap, either use it on web or via app. CoinMarketCap is just one method I will show you because I have many more tools and strategies to help you spot profitable coins, both for crypto arbitrage involving different exchanges and for triangular arbitrage on a single exchange like Binance, Bybit, or any other exchange of your choice. I will also be showing you how to avoid scam coins. Yes, in case you don't know, some coins you see on different exchanges as scam coins. I will show you how to identify them, so ensure you don't miss any of my subsequent videos. I'll also teach you how to dictate pump coins before they spike, how to protect your money from bad trades, and many other things you need to know about crypto trading. So please make sure you don't miss any of my subsequent videos, alright? Subscribe now by tapping on the red subscribe button below, and make sure that you turn on your bell notification so that once I post any new video, YouTube will notify you and you will not miss any information at all, alright? And check the video description below or pin comment from my Telegram or WhatsApp group link. I'll also be creating a WhatsApp channel soon so you can reach me easily. And don't forget, new videos will be dropping every single day. So like this one, share it with friends, and check back daily for powerful updates. All right. Thanks for watching. Let's dive in. This is Real Thumbs Up Tech YouTube channel, and I am Modernology. There are different ways you can spot crypto arbitrage opportunities using CoinMarketCap. So let me show you. Let me open the app first. When you open the app, this is how the interface looks like on the app. Okay, some things are really not in this app. So if you want to see the full version of all the features, it is better use the web version, all right? If you scroll down, you see different coins on the exchange. And then you can easily go over to coins. You can go over to coins to see different coins they have on this platform. All right, then if you come over here, you see that this is displaying as USD BTC. If you tap on this option right now, you see that the value will appear based on BTC value, okay? But when you tap on it, it will display based on dollar value. Okay, so ensure that it is showing USD BTC, okay, so that you can see the actual price of those coins in dollars. And if you come up here, my own says top 500. Your own may show different things, okay? So when you tap on it, you will see by rank top 100. So your own may be showing top 100 or top 200 or top 500 or all coins. This means that do you want them to display just the top 100 coins for you so you can work with them? Or you want them to display the top 200 coins for you? Or you want them to display the top 500 coins for you? Or you want to see all the coins available on CoinMarketCap? Okay, so it depends on what you want. So me, I want to go for top 500, but you can decide to go for all coins, all right? It all depends on what you want. Sometimes you may decide to go for top 100. So let me select top 500. All right, so here are the coins. You can see BTC and the rest of the coins. If you scroll down, you will see many of them on my screen. They are just the current rates as at the time I'm recording the video. Okay, so the one you will see on your own screen may not really be the same because the prices, they're not stable, they fluctuate. Okay, so work with the one you have on your own screen. Okay, so if I tap on BTC now, for example, you see the current price of BTC as at today. And when you go over to markets, so here they will show you the prices of BTC on different exchanges. All right, they'll bring out Binance for you and show you how much BTC is being sold on Binance currently. And they will also show you Bybit, Coinbase, OKX, BJet, Mexi, Gate. Other exchanges are all available here as long as they have BTC on their platforms. All right, so you can see how much they sell BTC currently. Okay, so now we have that Binance sells BTC USDT at the rate of 104, that's $104,492.20. All right, this is how much BTC is sold on Binance, $104,492.20. But if you go over to Bybit, Bybit sells it at the rate of 104,524. Can you see the difference? $104,524.48. That means Bybit is currently selling BTC higher than Binance. Okay. Then if you also scroll down, you will see this one is another pair, BTC KRW. So if you want to work on any pair, make sure that you trace that particular pair only. For example, if you want to know how much they are selling BTC USDT on different exchanges so that you will know where to buy and where to sell, don't go and start looking at BTC USD, BTC USD, BTC this, BTC that. Focus on only that BTC USDT, okay? So that you will get the actual price of the particular pair on one exchange and the actual price on another exchange. Looking at other pairs might actually confuse you. So you need to be focused here, all right? So we are working with BTC USDT. You can decide to work with any pair of your choice available here, right? So this BTC USDT on Binance currently, based on CoinMarketCap rates, it is sold at 104,492.20. And if you also scroll down, Bybit sells at 104,524.48. So in this case, that means we can buy it here on Binance and sell BTC on Bybit, because on Binance, BTC is lower in price compared to Bybit. If you also scroll down and look for BTC USDT, OKX is selling at 104,508. Okay, so that means the rate of BTC on Binance is still lower than the rate of BTC on OKX as at the time I'm making this video. So if you scroll down, you see the rate on Mexi, 104,533. So you can look for the highest rates. Being X is selling at the rate of 104,830. Wow, that's too high compared to the ones we've seen so far. That's too high. 104,830.95 on Bing X. That means you can easily buy BTC on Binance and sell on Bing X for profit. But sincerely speaking, if you are using BTC for crypto arbitrage, be ready for the gas fee years and make sure that you have enough resources for that. Okay, this is why you have to do thorough research before you go into any arbitrage opportunity. So if you scroll down, you will see the rate of BTC on different other exchanges. Okay, so you can easily get the one that sells the lowest, because don't be surprised that some might even be selling lower than this Binance rate here. And you can also find one selling higher than what we saw before on, I think, OKX or what's on, okay, on Bing X that sells 104,830.95. All right, but there's one thing I want you to understand here. Let me tell you one truth here. The rate you are seeing here on CoinMarketCap might not be the actual rates you will see on those exchanges. For example, they listed that on Binance, it is sold at 104,492.20. So that is just like an aggregate. If you go over to Binance, maybe they have more sellers currently or more buyers currently, or maybe they have more liquidity. So the price may deviate a bit, you understand? So don't just make your conclusion by just using CoinMarketCap rates. Try to go over to those exchanges to confirm the current rates, because the opportunity may not be there again. The market is very volatile. You don't expect it to be stable, all right? Although CoinMarketCap updates their price, so this is just to know the platforms to check for those arbitrage opportunities. So that once you see that the rate of BTC on Binance is lower than the rate of BTC on a Bybit or MEXC, don't just go and start depositing. Don't just go and start investing your money there. No, go over to those exchanges to confirm that the prices are still the same, because anything might have happened in the market based on the particular exchange. Because CoinMarketCap lists all the exchanges. So it is not left for you to go over to those separate exchanges to confirm, because they may not really be the exact rates you are seeing here currently. There may be a deviation from that, because things might have been happening on those platforms. Okay, the fact that the price is lower here and higher on another exchange does not mean it can be profitable based on the capital you have at hand. Okay, so Bitcoin requires higher capital sometimes, depending on the gap, that is the price gap. There are sometimes it may require a lower capital compared to what you think of. Okay, so this is why you have to ensure that you do thorough diligence to check all the exchanges, check their fees, the network they use, so that you will be sure that you will be at a profit at the end of everything. Okay, I've been explaining that in all my videos, but today I'm focusing on how to spot the opportunity so that you will make real profits with crypto arbitrage. And if you don't want to be seeing all the other pairs, for example, if you want them to display only BTC USDT for you, you can just go over to this filter option. You can either choose to select the exchanges you want them to display for you. For example, if you want to trade some specific exchanges, you can just select them here. You can scroll down and see the exchanges available here. So you can just select them based on the ones you want. Okay, but for me, I prefer leaving all of them like that. Then you can now go back to pair token. Then tell them to show you the ones paired with USDT. If BTC USDT is the one you want to trade on, understand? So you select USDT, but you can decide to use other combination of your choice. Okay, if you want them to pair BTC with any of these, you can select it. But for me, I want them to pair it with just USDT. I want them to display just the ones paired with USDT for me. Then you select USDT, after which you now go down to apply. Okay. So under here, you see that we only have BTC paired with USDT on different exchanges. So this is the best way you can use it to sort profitable crypto arbitrage opportunities without the issues of navigating through other pairs. Okay, so this is how it works. But I prefer using the other process since some people are already used to that. So let me go back to that. So let's look for another coin as well. Let's look for another coin. All right, so here we have a coin called cow. Okay, cow. So when you select it, you will see the current rate on CoinMarketCap here, cow protocol. Then you now go over to markets to know the pair and the exchanges you work with. All right. So we are making use of cow USDT. So let me look for other exchanges with cow USDT. All right. So here on Binance, it is sold at 0.3806. Okay. Let me scroll down and look for other exchange. So here on Bybit, they have it to be 0.3819. On MEXC, it is 0.3809. On Gates, it is 0.3800. So when you scroll down on KuCoin, it is 0.3820. 0.3820. On Kraken, it is 0.3796. I mean, before you can even be a successful crypto arbitrage trader, you must have, it is actually a must if you want to succeed. You need to register on different exchanges, all right? But please make sure that you select the legit ones and the ones with reputation, please. Okay, you can do your research to know those ones. So when you scroll down, you see many other exchanges and their own rates. All right, so on Gate, it is 0.3800. On KuCoin, CowUSDT, it is 0.3820. So based on CoinMarketCap, it says that the rate of CowUSDT on Binance is 0.3806 and the rate on MEXC, for example, is 0.3809. Okay, let's even confirm that first. On Binance, it says 0.3806. Let me go over to Binance now. So when you come over to Binance, you search for COW, COW, COW USDT. Now you can see the rate of COW. That is the current rate now, 0.3764. Okay, and don't forget that on CoinMarketCap, it states actually stated 0.3806. Are you seeing why you need to always confirm? Okay, because the exchanges, there might be slight differences or something might have happened on those exchanges. Maybe some sellers came in or some buyers came in or some went out, you understand? But this is just like an aggregate price. So don't just depend on what you see here. Okay, don't just depend on what you see here. Always confirm. They may not really be the same as what you are seeing here right now. Okay, so let's confirm the rate on Bitget and even BingX. They say that the rate on Bitget is 0.3819. Let's go and confirm that. I open my Bitget app. Bitget, B-I-T. Okay, I open it. All right, so if I go over to this option, make sure you are under trades. I go over here in case the pair you are seeing there is not what you want. So let me search for this COW USDT. So the rate on Bitget is 0.3797. Let me go back to Binance and see the current rate now. Wow. So the rate on Binance is 0.3794. Almost the same thing. We are resetting. Okay. Okay. So have you seen what I'm saying? You see what I'm talking about? But when you go over to CoinMarketCap, it will show you that COW USDT on Bitget is around 0.3819. Right, so on Binance, the rate of this COW USDT is still around 0.3795. But if you open KuCoin, let me even check CoinMarketCap first. On CoinMarketCap, the rate on KuCoin is around 0.3820. So let me open KuCoin and confirm that. KuCoin. Okay, so this is KuCoin. You go over to trades. All right, I've actually opened a cow before. So in this case, they are correct. So KuCoin is around 0.3819. Have you seen it is higher than the one on Binance, and it is also higher than the rate we have on Bitget. That means you can easily buy COW USDT on Binance that sells lower and sell it here on KuCoin that sells higher. Let's do a demo trade to confirm that. If you have about, let's try it with like 200 USDT, for example. You can test your own with like 50 or 100 or more. So let me do a demo trade. Let's assume we have 200 USDT, okay? So you now come over here to the buy section because you want to buy COW. You want to buy KuCoin because Binance sells COW USDT lower than KuCoin. KuCoin sells it at a higher rate currently because anything can happen even in a minute from now. Okay, so let's come over here that says buy. Ensure that you are on this buy section because you want to buy. And please use this limit section. There are some cases you can use the market order. Yes, there are ways you can use market order to your advantage. I will show you that, but sorry, not in this video. That's why you need to subscribe and make sure that I don't miss any of my subsequent videos, all right? So you now come over here that says total USDT. You enter like 200 USDT, for example, 0.3798. We'll be getting around 526.5 KuCoin. Please mind you that after placing this order, you now go over to buy cow and place the order. Okay, so when your order fills, that is when you will have the coin. So you now go over to asset to transfer the coin over to KuCoin that sells higher price. All right, so under here you go over to spots in case you are not there already. You now go over to send. Tap on send. Are you sending to Binance users or on-chain withdraw? You go over to on-chain withdraw, you tap on it. Okay. So you select the coin you are sending. I'm sending KuCoin. Okay. So you've seen that the network they are using is Ethereum network. ERC20. Okay, so let's go back to KuCoin and check the network they are using over there. But before that, let me just come over here that says withdraw amount and paste in that amount you must have got when we sell USDT for KuCoin. Okay, let me just make it something like 525 in case they remove their charges. All right, 525. And you can see that they will charge us 6.93 KuCoin for this transfer of 525 KuCoins. Our network fee is 6.93 KuCoin. That means we'll be getting around 518.07 Ku on KuCoin exchange. So let me go over to KuCoin and confirm their network as well as copy the address over there. I go over to KuCoin. And this is KuCoin, and you can see that the price is still 0.3819. Can I go over to assets? Okay, so under these assets, you go over to deposits. That is, you want to receive deposits from Binance to this place. Then what are we depositing? We're depositing cow. You type cow protocol. All right, so they are also using ERC20. This is perfect. That means it is the same network. Okay, you tap on it. So they will bring out your address for you. You copy it by tapping on this copy here. Copy it. So once you copy it, you now go over to Binance. So you now come over here on Binance and paste that network address. So you paste it. And once you are done with that, you see that we'll be receiving around 518.07 KuCoin on KuCoin. We can now go over here and withdraw it. But please don't go there because we don't have it available now. This is just a demo trade, okay? So let's go over to KuCoin and know how much we will have in USDT if we will sell this 518.07 KuCoin. So let me go back to KuCoin. Let me go back to trade. Okay, so let's assume we've received that KuCoin on this KuCoin exchange, all right? So in this case, we are going to sell it to receive USDT. You now go over to sell option. So instead of buy, you go over to sell. All right, under here that says amount of the KuCoins you want to sell. Let me 518. I mean 518 point what? 518.07. 518.07. And you see I will be receiving around 197.8505. You've seen that. So this is actually a loss. We've lost around 2 point something dollars. Okay. So that is because they are using Ethereum network. All right. So, but in this case, if you have higher resources, you can make more profits with this. Let me go and test it out with around maybe 1,000 USDT and see how much we're going to get from that. So this is the current rate on Binance, still 0.3792. So if we are buying it with around, let's say 1,000 USDT, you'll be getting around 2637.1. 2637.1. So let me go over to assets below here. Go back to send, on chain withdraw. look for cow. Okay, you now come here and paste that amount. All right. So you now come here and paste that amount. Let me assume that probably we'll get it at rate of 2636, something like that. It's not certain. So we'll be charged the same network fee, the same 6.93 KuCoin. That's the same thing they will charge us for this transfer. And we'll be getting around 2629.07 on KuCoin. So let me go back to KuCoin. KuCoin. We have 2629. 2629. Sorry, 2629.07. Now you see we'll be getting around 1004 points something. So just around 4 USDT profit by using 1000 USDT. So this is how these things work, all right, by using 1000 USDT. So this implies that the higher the amount you use for this, the higher the profit. Okay, but mind you, arbitrage is very risky. That means the higher, the more profit. Okay, this is because they will also charge you the same network fee. Where we have issues is in that area of network fee. Using Ethereum to do transfers, they charge a lot of money for that. And the funny thing is, they will charge you the same thing they charge someone that wants to withdraw even 10,000 USDT. It is still the same network fee. Okay, so this is why we have to look for probably coins that use lower exchange fees, unless you're sure that you're going to be at a profit or you have enough resources for that. Okay, but please always do your research before you carry out any arbitrage, because like I said before, arbitrage is risky. Yes, I must be sincere with you. Arbitrage is risky, especially crypto arbitrage that involves transfer from one exchange to another, because there's a possibility that when you are transferring, once the coin gets to the other exchange, the price might have changed. Yes, it is possible. That's why you need to be very fast. And what if the transfer delays on the way? Something like that can happen also. So you need to consider everything before you go into arbitrage, all right? Because sincerely speaking, you can make real profit by exporting the right coins, but you need to study it to know the network fees, to know the exchanges. That's why you need to use reputable exchanges so that you don't have any issues on the way. Okay, use reputable exchanges that are already known to be legit. Okay, don't just go and use any exchange that you see there just because their rate is very high or because their rate is very low. No, be careful in selecting exchanges. So let's take a look at this coin, Nigeria, on CoinMarketCap. We go over to markets. Please just ensure that you listen to this video. Don't be in a hurry whenever you're listening to my arbitrage videos, please, because I like breaking things down. Don't just go and rush and start investing money. Please listen first, get the knowledge first so that you don't make mistakes. Okay, please, I'm begging you. Now go over to markets. All right, so you can see that the markets available here on CoinMarketCap for this coin, Nigeria, is MEXC and Probit. Okay, but the funny thing is that this Nigeria also exists in some other exchanges. Maybe they have not listed it here. Okay, it is also available on some exchanges like Bitmart. Yes, Bitmart. So let me go over to Bitmart and show you something. If you go back to MEXC, for example, MEXC, search for this Nigeria. You can just type it up there. You can see that we have it here in MEXC. I've confirmed the network. So the network for Nigeria on MEXC and Bitmart, they are the same thing, okay? So, but you can go ahead and do your own confirmation, all right? Don't just rely on what you see in videos because things may change, all right? Just go and confirm it on those exchanges to ensure that they are still the same thing, right? So on this MEXC, the Nigeria is around 0.2422, all right? And then if you go over to Bitmart, for example, Bitmart. So on this Bitmart here, you can just go and search for this coin, Nigeria, and here is it, Nigeria. So the rate here is around 0.26001. But on Mexi, it is 0.2422. So let's try it out with 200 USDT and see what will happen. So let's assume we are buying this at the rate of 200 USDT, for example, 200 USDT. So if we are buying with 200 USDT, you can see what we are going to get, 825.76 Nigeria coin. Okay, that's what we are going to get when you place the order. But please don't place any order until you do demo trade to confirm everything, please. So let me copy this. All right, so let's assume the order has filled on Mexi. Let's assume we've bought it on Mexi. The next thing is to send it to where we're going to sell it at a higher rate. You go over to wallet down here. That's the wallet option down here. All right. So in this case, we are withdrawing. We are not depositing because we are moving it out to another exchange. So you now tap on withdraw. Okay. Under this withdraw, what are we withdrawing? You can see the Nigeria here. I've actually worked on it, but let me just come over here and type it in case it is not showing on your own. Just type Nigeria. Okay, you will see it appear over here. You will see the options here, whether you are using an on-chain withdrawal or Mexi transfer. Let's go for on-chain withdrawal. Okay. So we are withdrawing this. You can see that their network is Nigeria network. That is the only network they have, and it is very low and currently the fastest network within 2 minutes and a second. Okay, so let me paste the amount I have here under here that says withdrawal quantity. Okay, I have it there. All right, so I'll be getting around 825.735. So let me assume they will remove their charges. So I'll be getting around maybe 825, something like that. So let me now go over to, which exchange is that? To Bitmats. Let's confirm if they are using the same. I go over to these assets on Bitmats. Then I go over to deposit because we are depositing on Bitmats so that we can sell there. I look for the coin, Nigeria. Okay. You copy the network address here. So we go over to Mexi to paste it there. So we go over to Mexi. All right, so we paste this network address here. And here we have it. So we're going to be receiving around 825.735. But let me just say 825. It's the same Nigeria network. So we are doing the right thing. Okay. So let's assume that we have deposited it into this Bitmats exchange. If we are to sell it at this rate now, for example, you now go over to the sell option. And we are selling 825, right? 825. So that we'll be getting around 214. And even if we are to sell 824, for example, we will still be getting around 214 point something USDT. That means we've made a total of about 14 USDT by using just 200 USDT. Do you now see why we made profit from this using 200 USDT? Because the network fees is very low compared to Ethereum network. All right, so that's why we were able to make this profit. And aside that, the price gap, that is the price gap between the two coins, is actually very profitable. There are some price gap that is just very few differences. Then this one is huge differences. All right, that's why we make this profit. Then let's assume you are using higher amount for this. That implies higher profits. But there are some things you need to understand about crypto arbitrage. Yes, there are some truths I need to reveal to you about crypto arbitrage, because all those things, they may not really work the way you expect them to work. That is just the fact. So there are some things you need to know, because there are sometimes you will place a trade. It may not even feel that day. It may not even feel the next day. So then there are sometimes you place a trade, it will feel even instantly. So it all depends on the coin you're working with and the exchange you're also working with. So you need to watch out for the volatility in the market, the liquidity, any slippage, exchange price differences, network fees, maker or taker fees, depending on the one you are using. You also check out for the spread, yes, and many other things that I will review to you in my subsequent videos. So just ensure that you don't miss any of my subsequent videos, and I will tell you how they work and what you have to watch out for. All right, but this is just to show you how to spot the right coins for crypto arbitrage, which you guys have been asking me about for quite a long time now. That's one of the methods on how to discover the arbitrage opportunities using CoinMarketCap. This is all about crypto arbitrage, not triangular arbitrage. All right, so let me show you another method you can use for that on CoinMarketCap. Okay, let me open the app, CoinMarketCap app. This is why you don't need to rush whenever you see my videos. Please just calm down and listen, because before I release any video, I do research. Yes, I do research. I'm a very good researcher, and I test any of my discoveries out to check if they are okay, if they are real. Then if they are real, if they actually works, I will now do a video on them after I must have tested them myself personally. Please ensure that you always listen. Make sure that you are in a very quiet environment and don't skip any part of my video. The next strategy you can use to spot profitable coins for crypto arbitrage opportunities, you can use the filter option. Yes, that is what many professionals use. In fact, almost majority of the professionals, that's the method they use, that's the strategy they use to spot the right coins for crypto arbitrage. This is because if you look at this market cap here, that is the CoinMarketCap app, you see the column that says market cap. So from there, you will see the list of coins and their market caps below them. For BTC, currently we have about 2.07 trillion as its market cap currently. Here you can see about 301.48 billion for Ethereum. For USDT, you can see about 153.17 billion, and so on and so forth. So if you keep scrolling, you will see for the rest of the coins. Okay, so many of them here, they are in billions, but if you keep scrolling down, you will see the one of millions and so on and so forth. So this means that, for example, if we are to trade BTC as crypto arbitrage that involves buying on one exchange to sell on another exchange, the truth is, you won't really have much price differences. You understand? You will not have much price gaps between the two exchanges. Okay, because the market cap is very high, and of course the volume is also very high. So the markets are kind of stable for arbitrage. It won't give you that much profit unless you have enough capital for that. You understand? And if you also reduce it to a very low amount, you may end up using scam coins. Yes, we have scam coins. Okay, or coins that are not popular on all those regulated exchanges or exchanges with reputation. Okay, for example, if you go over to filters, you see some options here. Under these filters, we will see chains. That means the blockchain that a coin is built on. Okay, I prefer leaving it on all chains. But if you wish to select a particular chain, you can scroll down and select any one of your choice. But for me, I prefer seeing coins from all chains. Okay, so under this category, that means they are grouping the coins into groups. But I prefer using all categories. That is for me. All right, so I like breaking things down. Let me do some illustration here, a practical illustration with some examples. Under this market cap and the FDV, let me use Mornology coin, MRG. Wow. So let's assume there is a coin named Mornology coin. That's Mornology, MRG in abbreviation. So market cap means the total value of all the Mornology coin or MRG coins currently in circulation. So think of it as the coin's current worth in the market. You understand? So if, for example, 10 million MRG coins, don't forget that MRG means Mornology. So if 10 million MRG coins are in circulation and one MRG is equal to $2, for example, that's the current price at the market. So the market cap of that minority coin will now be that 10 million, which is the amount of MRG in circulation, times the price, that's the unit price, which is $2. Okay, that will give us $20 million as the market cap of Morinology, which is abbreviated as a MRG. So that one is for the market cap. You understand? Under this FDV means fully diluted valuation. That means the total value of MRG if all coins that will ever exist are in circulation. Don't forget that MRG means Morinology. Don't get confused, okay? So the total value of Morinology coin that can ever exist. Okay, so if all the coins that will ever exist are in circulation, it shows the maximum future value, assuming all the tokens are released. Okay, so for example, let's say MRG can have about 10 million coins in total. The total they plan to release for minority coin is 100 million coins, for example, but only 10 million are in circulation now. So that 10 million that are in circulation, when you multiply it with the unit price currently, it will give you the market cap. So because the plan was to release about 100 million Monology coins, okay? So the FDV will now be that 100 million times the current unit price, which is about $2. So that will give us around $200 million as the FDV of Monology coin or MRG. So I believe you understand that. Then as for this price change for 24 hours. So price change means don't forget that the value will be in percent. So it means how much the price of Morinology coin, which is MRG, has gone up or down in the last 24 hours. So their emphasis is mostly on the last 24 hours or any set period. So it depends on any other set period of your choice. Okay. So for example, if yesterday MRG coin was around $1.5. Okay. So, and today the MRG coin is around $2. So the price change will now be around plus 33.3%. And the question is, how did I get the value 33.3%? Don't forget that I said that if the rate of Monology coin yesterday was around $1.5, and today the rate now increased to $2. All right, so we are now talking about the price change, and the price change can be the increase or the decrease. So in this case, the formula will be the rate of today, which is $2 minus one of yesterday, which is a $1.5, right? Divided by yesterday's price, which is $1.5. Why are we using yesterday's price to divide it? That's because we want to know how the price has changed from yesterday's price. You understand? How today's price has changed from yesterday's price. If there is an increase in price or a decrease in price, you understand? So when you now divide it, you multiply it by 100. So if you do that, that will give us around 33.3%. So let me show you here. So today's price is around, I use brackets open 2.0B, that is $2, minus yesterday's price around $1.5. Okay. Divided by yesterday's price, you want to know the change, 1.5 times 100. We need the percentage. So times 100. So that will give us around plus 33.33 or 3%. So there is there is an increase in price. So that's the price change. There are sometimes you will see a decrease because assuming the price yesterday was maybe $4 and today we now have something like $1.5. That will be a decrease. So this is how they calculate the price change. So the next one is the volume in 24 hours. So volume means the total dollar value of MRG. We still remember MRG, right? Morinology coin that was bought or sold in the last 24 hours. For example, if people trade about $500,000 worth of MRG in 24 hours, the volume will be 500,000. So that is what volume means. So for high volume, we have that more people are buying or selling that particular coin. So if there is a high volume, that means more people are buying or selling Marinology coin. And if there is low volume, it means that people have low interest or low activity in the coin. Then the next one is the volume change in 24 hours. And don't forget that we have it here in percents. So the volume change means how much the trading volume has increased or decreased compared to the previous day, just like we calculated in price unit, but this one is the volume. Okay, so for example, if the volume of yesterday for MRG was around $300,000, and today we have the volume to be around $600,000, the volume change will be around plus 100%. Yes, this shows how active the coins trading is getting. So just the same formula on price change. Let's just save time. So this age is just like how long the coin has been in the market. How many hours has it been listed on CoinMarketCap? The particular coin you want to trade or the particular coins you want it to list for you. So I would prefer trading new coins. You understand? That was released about 24 hours ago, 48 hours ago, maybe some days, some weeks, some months, some years. It all depends on what you wish, all right? But the most important feature here, all these are very important actually, if you want to make use of it. But we are just at the beginner level class instance. So let's make use of just market cap and volume. This volume in dollars. Yes, let's leave the one of percent. All right. But with this understanding, you can try to maybe do one or two demo trade with this. Do one or two research, try to find out what works and what doesn't work by attaching some values to this to see what it gives you. Well, we're going to do that in details in my subsequent videos, all right? That's why you don't need to miss any of my subsequent videos. So with this, you can come over here on MarketCap. This is crypto arbitrage and not triangular arbitrage. So we are looking for coins that have enough price gaps. The only way we benefit from this is through the price gaps. If a particular coin is being sold for 200 naira on Binance, sorry, $200 on Binance, and the same coin is being sold for about 250 on Bybit. So the price gap now is 250 minus 200, right? So we now have $50 profit. So that is what we are looking for, the one that will give us enough price gap. And imagine if one is sold for $400 here and the other one is sold for $800, maybe $1,000. That means $600 profit. So we are looking for more price, more matching. You need money, you understand? But you need to do your own research, please. Don't just rush. Do your own research so that you don't make mistakes. That's why you need to follow my tutorials step by step. Don't skip any part of the video. So under this market cap, for me, I'm talking about myself because I like using my own experience to teach. I am not a financial advisor. I am just a very good researcher. Okay, I research what works, try it out if it works for me, and I'll do a video on that. So this is what works for me. It has worked for me and it still works for me. So under the market cap, what I use here as a minimum, I use from 10 million. That means I'm looking for coins with market cap starting from, that's the minimum, should be 10 million to about maybe 1 billion. 1 billion. I don't want it to be more than that. So 1 billion. Okay, I want it to be more than that so that I won't find a very stable market as my market cap value for crypto arbitrage. 10 million to 1 billion. So they will list coins for me that have market cap between or from $10 million to $1 billion. Under this volume, I need coins that have volumes from 10 million to 100 million. Okay, to 100 million. That's what I want. Or you can use anything that works for you. Okay. This is not a fixed rate. You can use anyone that works for you. So this is why you need to keep testing to know the best one that works for you. All right, so you now go over to apply. Now you can see that we are only getting coins with market caps from 10 million to 1 billion. So that's why we're having 900 and something million here. If you scroll down, you see more of them. So do you know why this is like this? Because we need coins that are available on reputable exchanges. You understand? For example, if you click on this coin now, let me say Floki, for example. If you click on it, if you tap on it, let me use app. So if you tap on it now and go over to markets, you go over to markets, you can see that it's available on popular exchanges like Binance, Bybit, OKX, Fidget, Mexi, Coinbase. You can see that. So they are listed there on Bitmart, Lbank, XT, Gates. You can see them here. So you can easily use this particular coin. All right. So now what you should do is just look for where it is higher and where it is lower so that you can know where to buy and where to sell. Just go down and do those ones. I've taught you how to do that. Okay, so let's go back. So this is the same thing with the rest of the coins. Based on our selection, we will get coins that are available on reputable exchanges. But if you select something like, let me go over to these filters again. Let me say I select something like market cap from 100,000, for example, from 100,000 to maybe to 1 million. For example, from 100,000 to 1 million. And come over here to volume, I now say from 100,000 to 1 million. To 1 million. This video is delaying and I like it like that because I don't like rushing things. You now go over to apply. Okay, now you can see the coins here, right? Okay, let's now go over to one of the coins, for example. Which one is FB again? Okay, let me tap on this FB. You go over to markets. This one what happened here. It's only available on, which one is Paribu? God. Paribu, BTC Talk, Bitlow, BitExin, So if we had to do crypto arbitrage now, where will you buy and where will you sell? You know, so you're kind of scared in the first place. You get, for example, here, although it is sold at a very low rate here, sold higher here, but will you have the mind to embark on this kind of arbitrage? So that's what I'm talking about under the market cap and volume, the selection. So you need to be very careful with it. Okay, don't forget that I am not a financial advisor. I am just a very good researcher. All right. Okay, so this is how it works. I've shown you how to use filters for that, and I'll show you more about filters in my subsequent video. So this is how crypto arbitrage works, okay? And in my subsequent videos, I'll be revealing more secrets to you, okay? Tomorrow, I'll release a video on how to spot triangular arbitrage, how to spot the right coins for triangular arbitrage. In triangular arbitrage, you don't need to transfer your coins from one exchange to another exchange. You have to just focus on one exchange, okay? So that is where the profit comes in, just on one exchange. And that's why some people prefer triangular arbitrage to crypto arbitrage. All of them are good. It all depends on what works for you, okay? And ensure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn your bell notification on so that you don't miss any of my subsequent videos, okay? And also make sure that you like this video. And drop your comments in the comment section below. Go ahead and tap on my channel name here. So once you tap on it, you can easily see all my videos. Go through them and learn more on legit ways you can make money online. Okay, thank you for watching. You can do well to join my Telegram group and my WhatsApp group via the link in this video description. Okay, thank you for watching and see you in tomorrow's video.